Hello everyone, welcome to Wroclaw, Poland for the 2025 ELF Men's Lacrosse European Championships. Here we have the game between Greece and the Netherlands, and we just got underway. A win by Sam Steven. My name is Ingmar Klimbonink, and I'm actually joined. Oh wow!
Fantastic.
We got such a fast start that we don't even get the chance to introduce ourselves. It's a goal by Greece. That's Sam Stefan.
Yeah, and, less than 10 seconds in. I'm Fraser Hunter. I'm also joining you here. Thank you very much for everyone tuning in. And that's an electric start there.
Wow.
Just pinches it forward to himself, picks it up and takes that shot, putting it past the Dutch keeper, Ernie. 1-0 Greece.
Yeah, so we got off to a flying start here at the opening face-off. So it's 1-0 Greece, and that's not the start the Dutch were looking for. But let's see if they can bounce back. Another win by Stefan. And he's going to settle it now. Can pass it to Hughes. Hughes going to dodge right away against Jorik van Nielen. To Brooks. Back now to Coldroni from X. Very shifty player, still in high school. And shoots and side net. So that's going to be, I think, the first possession for the Netherlands here.
Yeah, it's been a fast-paced start from Greece. Obviously, 1-0 up already. I think it will be quite a balanced affair. Both these teams coming off back-to-back wins in knockout play.
Definitely.
And they'll be excited to get things going and try and push for 9th place here.
Here we go with Luke McDonald. And Paul Blijs is now subbing off. And just like the game before this one, it was for Scotland versus Wales, we got the chance to find some new fact sheets. So we're going to give you some background information on all the players as well today. And we hope to give a little more color to this game, get some background information on some of the players. Here we go with Nico Berger. He's playing for Amherst College. Beats his man, Jack Minetti. Shoots. Oh, and actually that's a good backup by Greece. Just very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's interesting. You just see the ball skip up there with a bit of dirt. This field not been played on apart from warm-ups this week. It's a little bit bumpy. I think those crease areas are heavily covered in sort of bald patches, a little bit of sand, and you saw the ball just skipping a little bit weird from that shot there as Greece get it over the halfway line for another attack.
Like you said, the field's a little bit bumpy, so both, from our point of view, both of these goals are a little bit tilted, but both goals are tilted, so it makes the playing field equal, I guess. Another shot by Tsakos, gets backed up by Brooks.
Sakos, their leading point scorer in this competition so far. He's a physical righty attacker, likes to work both on ball and off ball. He's hard to guard, and I imagine he's going to have a bit of an impact in this game if Greece are going to come out on top.
Here we go. Tsakos gets guarded by Verschuren. And now Ethan Hughes, who's a very shifty player as well. Can both play long pole and short stick. And a great save by Ernie Alberts. And again, worth mentioning, he's from the Caribbean part of the Netherlands. Again, greetings to his family back home in Aruba. Very nice to see all parts of the Kingdom of the Netherlands represented here in this Dutch national team. He's going to take it slow. Enough time in this game, just started the first quarter. For those who are tuning in a little bit later, Greece, Netherlands, 1-0. And we have Olaf van Nielen. Gets it to the backside here with Aldrik van der Heijden. Back to Jake Bowman, who's been one of the bigger scorers here for the Netherlands this tournament.
I think not just for the Netherlands overall. I think he sat 3rd on the points list at the moment, maybe 4th, if some of the other games have had some high scorers early this morning. So he'll definitely be a big dangerman for them, Bowman.
Bovi to Carver, into Sandberger. Bovi Finds Van Nielen. Post. Carver still with the shot and a save by Katagas. One of the older players here in this tournament, Anthony Katagas. Doesn't have a backup either, so he's the only goalie for Greece at this tournament. And now a great ride by Aldrik van der Heijden, who has a battle there with, I think that's Ethan Hughes, but comes up short. Hughes now is going to try to clear it and gets guarded. A heavy ride here by Kasper Bovi. Loses his helmet, but no harm done there. Here we go again with possession for Greece. Back up to Stefan. Sam Stephen gets it to Marcus Myers, to Tsakos, really their point leader and main guy on offense. To, again, Tsakos. Now it's going to dodge against Verschuren. Big boy matchup here. Leaning in, leaning in. Semi-double here. And now from top, I think that's Janu against Paul Blijs. Also bullies his way into there. And then a shot by Stefan and a good save by Ernie Alberts.
Yeah, I just want to say some really good defence there by Verschuren for the Netherlands. He's, you know, Tsakos made a couple little shimmies back and forth, a few little rocker steps. He dealt with it well as the Netherlands come up the field with it now.
Gierkink shoots just wide. And it was a good break opportunity there for Wes Gierkink coming off the pass from Nico Berger, who plays out of Amherst College. And it's really been an asset for this Dutch national team. Plays both ways, both defense and offense. And here we go with Luke McDonald. Very shifty. Can both. Oh, loses two guys there. Bovi. Oh, ball shot gets knocked off. Berger now also hits the ground. Can't really see where. Gierkink comes up with it. Now Aldrik van der Heijden settles it. Bowman now against the shorty. The matchup he likes. Bovi falls over out of the pick. Bowman, oh, just wide again. And a nice spectacular chase there by Wes Gierkink.
There's some really fast-paced play from both teams early on here. Just over halfway through this first quarter. It's only 1-0, but it's been very exciting.
Now Bovi. Bovi drives down to the backside. Van der Heijden now to Berger. Also has a shorty matchup. Gets the pick from Luke McDonald. Now down the alley. Gets his hands free. Oh, that's a helmet, definitely. Yes, and that's at least one flag flying from the officials. Van der Heijden gets to the center, but gets out of the box, and that's a little bit different than the rules in the US. When you leave that box with that restraining line, an automatic whistle from the referees.
So we've got there a moving pick. We've got a flag on the play. It was a simultaneous because the other flag was down, and when it's simultaneous, the any normal non-send-off technical fouls do become technical fouls with a 30-second penalty. So both teams serving a penalty.
Yeah, I didn't really catch what that penalty was on Bowman.
So he set a moving pick, and because the flag was already down, it then becomes simultaneous fouls. And then both players are serving, even if normally in open play it wouldn't be a sending off.
Thank you. Here we go with Luke McDonald on X, guarded by Paragiudakis. Big matchup here. Does he get his hands free? Shoots! And a good backup there by Wes Gierkink, who's going to restart the ball at X. And now we have a man up by the Netherlands. And the Greece player still in the penalty box. Let's see if they convert this one into a goal. Oh, and just misses it. And just sails off to the Scotland boys there in the background. Berger with the shot. Again. And like you said, in the previous game, the ball has to go in between those three orange pipes. And that is now...
they've looked very sharp today, the Netherlands, I would say. Early on, they've not managed to put it in the back of the net as of yet, past Gatagas, but creating shots well.
Yep. Here, Aldrich van der Heijden gets past his man, finds McDonald there on the backside. And you can really see the patience here by the Dutch offense. Really big dodge by Luke McDonald. Excellent ball handler. Here we go. Nico Berger down the alley. Gets guarded by Ethan Hughes. What can he do? Gets pushed out. Pass to Bovie. Bowman with the shot. Again backed up by the Netherlands. I think that's a good 4 or 5 shots in a row for the Netherlands. As the wind picks up a little bit, so our apologies if you can hear that through our mics. Here we go with Bovie. Fakes the pass. Still gets guarded by Parakidakis. Wes Gierkink to Bovie to Van der Heijden. Gets the shorty matchup down the alley. What can he do? Back to Berger. To Bovie. Bowman. Guarded by the strong long pole. That's Jonathan Spiropoulos. Shoots. And again with the backup, I believe. Yep. Although the Greece fans here on the right are not so sure about that call. Definitely Netherlands ball. McDonald. Again, excellent ball handler. Comes up to Gili. Finds a little space there. Loses the ball against Erik Kontarkiris. And now an opportunity. Gierkink can't find the open guy. Turns. Has space, but excellent defending there by Jack Minetti. Good slide from him. And now he has the shorty. Very shifty, Gierkink. Let's go for the shovel shot. Oh, and now he's into the crease. Yeah,
that'll be frustrating for the Netherlands there. They've had the ball for over 5 minutes in that possession. Worked a lot of good shots and coming out of it, we're still 1-0 after that first 10-second goal from Greece.
Yeah, and I really feel most of the possession has been on the Greece half with the Netherlands on ball, and now I think this is only the 3rd time Greece actually has a good long possession, or is gonna have a possession on the Netherlands half. And let's see if they can build their lead. Here we go, 18 Hughes to Christos Brooks. Here we go, Angelos Tsakos. I think he was quiet in the last game of Greece. I don't think he scored a goal, contrary with the rest of the tournament.
It's interesting to know. I know he well, big in some earlier games for them. They had some really close results in that group stage, falling by 1 goal, last 10 seconds in 2 games there. So
Tsakos. Gets guarded really well by Donald Verschuren. And now Hughes, hits someone. It's not the goalie. So excellent take. I see Mayhem Graham shaking it off, and it was a good eat from him.
Yeah, yet again, it was very good defence there on ball from Viscuda.
Yeah, it's a hard name.
But
and this is a break opportunity here for Greece. Oh, that's a double team. Great job by Tom Carver. And that's a very, it's going to be a timeout.
Good call from the Greek coach. As we said, Netherlands have had a lot of the ball here. And Greece will just want to settle it down and get another offense, hopefully extend their lead.
Yeah, definitely. And I believe this quarter went by very fast. In my opinion, only 2 minutes left, and we only seen 1 goal. Very low-scoring game. What do you think both teams have to do to convert those possessions into goals?
Yeah, I mean, from a Greek perspective, having done your scout report, you know Netherlands are going to suffocate you, and not give you that ball throughout the game. Obviously, Greece have a lead at the moment. It's just a case of working the right matchups. They're looking at a little bit like they want individual dodges at the moment. I'd be trying to turn heads off those dodges and try and kick it to the backside before an open shot. But obviously, Ernie in cage for the Netherlands is a big guy and he's hard to read. If you are the Netherlands, you've got long possessions. They've worked the shots. I think the message from the coaches if I was in there, would be, let's just continue doing as we're doing. We're working it well, we're pulling the shots. Eventually one's going to go in, and then they all start going in.
So here we go with the restart for Greece with just over 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Here we go with Tsakos. Back to Athanason, who is actually a high schooler. Very impressive from him making his debut here at the men's stage. Very obviously a young player, has a long career ahead of him. And now gets guarded by Paul Blijs. He's actually one of the older players on this team, 39 years old. But doesn't show his effort, doesn't affect his stamina at all. Here we go with the dodge from Coldroni. Finds Sakos, excellent save by Albert. Gets picked up by Mayhem Graham to Donald Verschuren. Donald Verschuren now looking for a teammate and chooses the safe option there with Ernie Alberts. Back to Verschuren, gets pressured by Coldroni, and back to Alberts. To Taco Blom. Taco Blom. Taco runs a Mexican food chain in Delft called Taco's Taco. And it has a 3-star rating on Google.
I mean, he'll definitely be hoping once he finishes with this tournament they can get that rating up a little bit more.
Definitely. Here we go. Bovi gets pressured to Ute Somberger. Shot and a goal, Netherlands! That's the first one to get them on the board here in the first quarter. It's Luke McDonald.
Yeah, Luke McDonald with a big snipe. I said they've just got to continue what they're doing when they get the ball. It's exactly what they've done. Luke McDonald, of course, good friend of mine. Went on tour together last year. He sort of teased on it earlier on. He lost his phone on the night out. Ended up spending an all-nighter trying to get back. Ended up having an old lady pay for a bus for him because he'd lost his wallet and his phone. And he was found by one of our teammates with a printed out map, a packet of crisps and a bottle of water the next morning. So thankfully he's all good. He gets a first goal for the Netherlands.
Yeah, we all love a good ending to that story. And another shot there, I think it's Van der Heijden, and it gets chased again by Greece. And the Netherlands is really it's not as good on this ball chasing as earlier. We go with Ethan Hughes. Now gets pressure from Jake Bowman. Van der Heijden gets a whack, but it's not enough. And that's a turnover by Greece.
And that is end of the first. What a piece here. It's been a lot of exciting lacrosse. So long stint of possession from the Netherlands that they failed to convert. Eventually, a solid defensive set. Went down the other end and levelled things. And of course, that opening goal within the first 10 seconds. Fantastic start to this game. We will catch you on the other side of this quarter time.
Hello everyone and welcome back here for the second quarter for Greece versus the Netherlands. And we can't be sleeping here because the first quarter we saw a very fast face-off goal. Again the win for Sam Stephen, and we're about to be underway in a very low-scoring first quarter, 1-1, and long possessions by the Netherlands. And let's see if they can do the same in this second quarter. Here with Jack Minetti on ball, passes down to Christos Brooks. And we see the change for Greece. Now entering the field, that's Ethan Hughes, one of the key players for Greece. A lot of dodges coming from his side, a lot of ball distribution. And here we go, Ethan Hughes back on X against Paul Blijs. Turns around the corner and a great save by Ernie Alberts. Gets out of that cage, picks it up, but it's very unfortunate for the Netherlands. And Tsakos picks it up. Tsakos now is going to shoot it, and another save by Ernie Alberts.
Yeah, another big stop, getting down well. Alberts keeps his team level in this one.
Definitely. Here we go. Face-off player for Greece. Sam Stephen now with the ball. And we see Dima Athanason entering. Like I said, one of the high school players for this Greece team. And now we're going to go with George Caldroni against Donald Verschuren. Different matchup this time. And another goal for Greece. That's George Caldroni with another goal for Greece to make it 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, he's quick. He's very quick. He just gets his hands free, squares his hips to the goal, and he's just pulled it from his hip, stuck it in that far top corner. I'm not sure there's many keepers in this tournament that would get anywhere near that one. Fantastic effort from the young lad.
Here we go with the usual suspects on the face-off X. It's Wieland Muskens against Sam Stephen. And again, a good win for Stephen. If he can pick it up, yes he can. Gets pressured by Willem Kolle, dislocates the ball. Gets a ride from Aldrik van der Heijden. Greece fans are asking for a call there. Maybe pushing the back, but the referees say...
Potentially, yeah. Face-off guy doing really well here, Sam Stephen. Or Sam Stefan, should I say, for Greece. Seems to have left his socks in the dressing room, but he's done very well so far on the face-off.
Interesting choice, I would say, with the no socks. And now they try a little hidden ball trick, but the Dutch defense is awake. And now Ethan Hughes with one-on-one versus Just Baselmans to Tsakos. Up to Janu. Big guy, Janu. Big midfielder. Probably taller than most of the Dutch players. Here we go, shifty move from Caldroni. Brooks now. Gets double teamed and a flag. I really don't know why that's a flag.
Gonna be for a hold, I think.
Slash.
Oh, it wasn't. I didn't see a hold there. I mean, I didn't see a slash. But
that's a terrible call.
I think so. He's got it right on the stick there.
That's a terrible call by the referee there. I also see here some other referees giving a little smirk there. It was just on the stick.
Yeah, they're in agreement with us. It was a bit of a soft call. But either way, first opportunity to see Greece's extra man offense here. Caldroni kicking it up. Cross now. It goes back to Caldroni. And a big save there from Alberts.
Here we go. Mayhem Graham with the ball, fakes it, and is going to run it up. Nope. To Ernie Alberts. Also face dodge. And no soup for George Caldroni. Here we go. Graham getting pressured. Back to Alberts. And then it's just slow clearing it. No real pressure, although Greece is man up. And still the Taco Blom in the penalty box for the Netherlands.
Interesting choice of footwear on the near side from this official. And not the shoes I would wear on this grass field, considering how much rain we've had over the last couple of days.
Yep.
Flat foot trainers is not the vibe.
No, definitely not.
Great ride there from Greece. It was a big trail check from Brooks. Gets the ball back just as the Netherlands penalty runs out.
Yeah, and I've said it in other games by Greece. We see Paragiudakis, number 12 from Greece, staying on that offense. He's a really good ball handler, and he definitely wants to stay on once Greece is in offense. Now you see he fakes the substitution, stays on there on that crease, and now Coldroni turns around, shoots, and saved by Alberts.
Yeah, it just says let's calm down a little bit. His team's down 1. Still plenty of time in this ball game.
Here we go. Ken Beek to, that's a very long pass to Casper Bovie. Bovie finds Berger. He's going to dodge down the alley, gets his hands free, shoot, goal, Netherlands! Nico Berger. That's an excellent shot, I would say.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'd be surprised if they went straight away. They've just played defence for a long time, but before I can even get those words out my mouth, Berger's just hit a big split dodge, got his hands free, and just put it in the back of the net.
Yeah.
Past Anthony Katagas. Fantastic goal for him.
Interesting fact, Nico Berger's spirit animal is a one-day fly. Who would have known?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Won't be my choice, but...
Here we go, back on the face of X, and that has to be a violation. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, number 5, Jack Minetti, was still running in while the whistle already had gone. And here we go, Wieland Muskens. And to Hayden Kreitz, some of the more defensive orientated midfielders from the Netherlands. And now they're trying to sell it. 2-2, the score with about just under 8 minutes to play for here in the first half of Greece versus Netherlands. Here we go with Joris Untersonberger up against Jack Minetti. Very crafty midfielder from the Amsterdam Lions. Joris Untersonberger can go both left and right, shoots both ways. Here we go, McDonald shoots, goal Netherlands! Luke McDonald.
It's a great finish again from him, just got a little dodge down the alley, gets his hands free, sticks in the bottom corner. He's turning up in a big way today, Luke McDonald.
And that makes it 3-2. Netherlands up for the first time in this game. Back at the X, the usual suspects. It's going to be Wieland Muskens up against Sam Stefan. And good handle by Wieland Muskens. Really nice from him. Gets slashed right away, but passes him. 1-on-1 on the goalkeeper. Goal, Netherlands! Wieland Muskens.
And 1. He draws the slash in the process. It's great work from him. He comes up with it, pops it back to himself, drives through well, and you see Alberts getting up on the halfway line and really getting behind his face-off guy there.
Yes. Wieland did an interview earlier this tournament together with his son Arthur, and it was a very nice sight. Definitely had some social media traction, so shout out to getting the whole Muskens family involved there and, at this tournament.
It's lovely.
We're back, and it's a man-down face-off for Greece. That's a very outstanding individual performance by Sam Stefan. Now with Spiropoulos with the kind of the fast break. They're still man down. I think he just realized that before he might want to take a shot or pass the ball or made an offensive move. And here we go. Tsakos just going to hold on to the ball. And now we're going to see a double by the Netherlands. It's Donald Verschuren together with Willem Collen. And Tsakos has been quiet, but still holds on to the ball very well. Now gets triple teamed almost. And that's a flag. for Greece. And I think we're about to get even. No, still man down officially for Greece. Paragiudakis is going to sub, but there we go.
Yeah, he's just taken all the heat out of the play there. Good decision from the official to just call it and get that penalty off.
We're just paying some attention to see who has the penalty. Refs are also unaware of their of the calls from their colleagues, so they have to.
I think got 2 penalties.
Yeah.
No, they've just got the number wrong there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Not surprisingly. So Donald Verschuren is back, and I think it's I can't see who's in the penalty box for the Netherlands now, but here we go with Greece on the man up. Pass it to Hex, George Caldroni. Here we go. Janu to Hughes, to Tsakos, back to Hughes. Janu with the shot, and a goal for Greece.
Yes, well worked goal there for Greece on that man up. They've just skipped it across really well, and he's just stepped through that one there. Janu, right in the top corner. 4-3, Netherlands in this one. Big shout out to big members of the Dutch lacrosse community, Lex and Lily, watching at home. Just got a text in about the story about Luke's missing phone. They also were part of that story.
There we go. Muskens with the pickup. Oh, and that's a helmet. That's a helmet for sure. But I don't know why we got a whistle. Oh, it's timeout. Yeah. Timeout for the Netherlands with just over 4 minutes to play for. Score is still 4-3, and yeah, I think that was a good timeout from the Netherlands. I mean, you have only 2 timeouts per half, and they're not transferable, so you have to use them in that first half.
Yeah, I think if you're Wieland Muskens though, you're a little bit annoyed. You've already got 1 on the board, and you're going through on goal again, and the coach calls one. But hey, I'm sure the way he's been winning face-offs in this second quarter, he'll definitely have the opportunity to score another one later in this game.
Yeah, it was a good timeout by head coach Tom Thayer. This is probably what it seems like his last game for the Netherlands. He's been part of the program for over 10 years, so big respect from the whole Dutch lacrosse community for him and all his efforts during those years, all those free weekends. It's not a paid job, of course, in Europe, being a head coach for most of the countries, and in his case, it isn't either. He's moving away out of the Netherlands to Switzerland, and I want to wish him all the best from the whole Dutch lacrosse community, to him and also his wife Victoria and their children Tom Jr. and Nika, who probably are watching at home. All the best for you, and I'm sure he will be stay connected to the Dutch lacrosse community forever. So big shout out to him. Here we go with the restart with Aldrik van der Heijden to Carver, back to Bowman, now McDonald against Paragiudakis, and we have Gierkink being guarded by Hughes. Gierkink looking for a teammate, and it's up to Carver. Carver, former Polish national team player. Here we go, down the alley. Can he get his hands free? Up to Van der Heijden, to McDonald. McDonald against Paragiudakis, the long pole. Dishes it off to Bowman. Now against Hughes, the shorty. Shifty move from Bowman. Finds his teammate. Goal, Netherlands! That's Wesley Gierkink. And that's an excellent feed, right from top, down to the crease.
I think it's gone a little bit lower than he wanted on the pass from Bowman. But he's done fantastically well to take it in. He's kept his hands low on the turn. Just drilled it past the keeper. Fantastic finish.
Definitely. Fun fact about Wes Gierkink. He was asked to star as the hamster in the live action version of Albert Heijn bonus week advertisement. That's a gig everybody would like to have.
Certainly. bit of an honour, I would say.
Here we go. Again with the win for Wieland Muskens. Gets knocked out of his stick, and then it's a chase. Ground ball gets picked up by Muskens again. And again, very good timeout call. And I think Muskens is not too happy because I think he had a straight line to the goal.
That's 2 times in a row, and I think the coach is going to owe him a pint or two after this one.
Yeah.
Taking away a couple of goals, but
you can see him lifting his hands. Muskens from, I had it, coach, I had it.
Yeah, it's almost like his coach has done it as a joke.
Yeah.
But fantastic work from him yet again to win that face-off, and you know, obviously the opening goal of the game coming from Sam Steffen with a clean win to himself. And ever since then, Muleskens has been dominant on the face, I would say.
Yeah, it looked like he needed to wake up in that first 10 seconds of the game, but he definitely woke up, and his performance at the Axe has been outstanding so far. He doesn't win the face-off cleanly every time, but he makes it a ground ball fight, and he comes up with it most of the time. So very, very impressive from him. We don't. Muskens is a doctor, but is scared of needles. Very unhandy.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Hopefully it's just scared of needles when they're being administered into him, because
that makes sense. Yeah.
It's not going to go very well if he's crying whilst administrating a shot. But we get back underway here. Ball up top.
Here we go with Untersonberger to Berger to Van der Heijden to Van Nielen, who now is also seeing some action on the offensive half. Untersonberger probably going to his left. Beats Minetti, shoots. Oh, almost. And now it's a chase. Van Nielen, yeah, gets there earlier. And it was an excellent shot by Untersonberger, who was penalized in their previous game for a celebration, unsportsmanlike. It's not great, but he definitely wants to forget that.
That's a great little check, just on that bottom hand. Everyone's come back up with it though. Yeah, I'm a big passion guy. I don't mind taking a flag for a celebration if it gets the boys going.
Definitely. Berger with the shot and the goal, Netherlands. Nico Berger.
Damn, that was a big snipe there. Minimal celebrations, just calm and composed as he puts his team yet another goal in the lead. What a finish that is. Just setting up again for this face-off. Also, to get in on time from the Greek player here.
And now Stefan comes up with it. Very clean win from him. And I think it's Greece who wants to get back on the board. It's 6-3. Greece trailing by 3 with just a minute left here in this first half of this final game for both teams at this European Lacrosse Championship. And it's a timeout for Greece.
Yeah, you said earlier, if you don't use it, you lose it. There's 59 seconds left in this quarter, so it's a good time to use it. They want to get one back before half-time. 6-3 the score, as you say. So I think if you're Greece, we know you've got some individuals that are extremely talented in offence. Put on some good defensive performances as well, but you'll just want to swing it a little bit more, maybe work with each other just a tad, and no doubt they can work a few goals in this game. It's just making sure they're efficient, I would say, particularly with how dominant that Muskens has been on the face in this second quarter.
This timeout will give us some time to also do some shout-outs, and definitely to some former players on the Dutch defense. That's Jan-Jaap van Noort, and who had a baby recently, Douwe, so congratulations. Had it with also a former national team player on the women's side, Linde Lopke de Vries. So
thank you for tuning in.
Congratulations on having your baby. It's probably going to be a lacrosse baby, and maybe
yeah, definitely gonna
wearing the orange in the future.
Certainly.
Here we go with the restart for Greece. Janu, big midfielder to Tsakos, who gets guarded by Verschuren. Here to Godroni, back to Tsakos. Tsakos has been quiet so far. I don't know if there might be a little injury or something. He's really quarterbacking now this Greece offense. And they're really taking their time. Really want to get that last shot off. Now just over 30 seconds left in this first half. Here we go with George Godroni, sets it up, go against Ken Bake. Very shifty move from Godroni, one of the high school players on this Greece team. And finds use in the center, but pass is not connected. And then a scruffle right in front of the crease. And I think there's some dry mud, which prevents the ball going into the goal, and gets picked up by Alberts. And with just about 10 seconds left in this first half, I think Netherlands is going to hold on to it. Now here Baselmans picks it up, finds Kreitz, and they 1 second left, and it's going to be too late. Wouldn't have counted. Time was done. Good save by Katagas.
Yeah, it's worth the attempt, but 6-3 the final score in that first half. Some very good lacrosse from both sides.
Definitely. So that's going to be the first half of this game between Greece and the Netherlands. 6-3 is the score, and we're going to take a short break for about 10 minutes, and we'll be right back.
Commercial break! We've been really busy over the past 2 years developing our very own women's lacrosse stick.
We are really proud of it. So stop by the shop. We would love to tell you more about it.
Good Stick Co. Come get a stick. Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world. Our philosophy on pricing is quite simple. By removing all these different logistics and these middlemen in the manufacturing process of lacrosse sticks, we can pass those savings on to you. We can make these quality lacrosse sticks affordable for more people.
We honor our indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive. growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.
And welcome back to a nice, well, it was a sunny Wroclaw here at the men's Lacrosse European Championships 2025 here with the game Greece versus the Netherlands. The score is 6-3 for the Netherlands, and we're just about to get underway for the second half. Both teams are ready, but I think they have to wait for the officials, for the official halftime. Maybe also the bench needs some time.
It's nothing like leaving us in anticipation, is there? It's going to be an exciting second half. I know the Greek team came out early. I think coach said what he needed to say, and they were locked and loaded, ready to go. They want them out to come back in this second half, but the Netherlands have been very strong. Controlled a lot of the possession and utilised chances when they've had it. So
here we go with the face-off win by Sam Stefan, and he wins it cleanly. Again, interesting sock choice by him, but definitely works out.
yeah, I think it's a generational thing, Ingmar. I think one of the players I was speaking to told me it's about drip.
Right.
Well, we're a little bit old for that, but
What can you do? Times are changing. We just have to deal with that. Here we go. Stefan against Muskens. Now not on the not as a face-off, but as a matchup, one-on-one. Stefan shuffles pass to use to I think that's Athanason, who's been quiet, one of the high school players for Greece. Stefan here up against Muskens again. And that's a switch. Now good to good save by Alberts from the shot from George Goldroni. And that was an excellent shot. Got a lot of time and room, got his hands free. But Ernie Alberts is really having a good performance today. And finds Muskens here for the clear. And it's a big whack by Christos Brooks. And now again, Muskens with a pass to Bovi. And gets stuffed by Katagos. Here we go with Kontargiris. Gets it to Andoni. It's pressured by Jake Bowman. And dislodges the ball. And you see a lot of sticks flying and hacking. And he turns, gets the ball, still gets the ball. And chirping a little bit to Andoni. Saying, yeah buddy, gotcha. And now Aldrik van der Heijden on X has his defender hung up. Spiropoulos. And is now waiting for someone to get open. Here we go. Willem Kolle is changing. And Wes Gierking comes up on. Here we go with Nico Berger to Wes Gierking. Has the matchup against Sam Stefan, who is really a workhorse, plays offense and defense here, plays I think also man up. Here we go, Aldrik van der Heijden gets his hands free, fakes a shot. Berger, down the alley, gets his hands free, shoots, goal, Netherlands!
yeah, he's had a couple of big goals today. It's a nice little sweeping move over the top and a side-arm finish right in that top left corner. Great finish from Nico Berger.
Definitely. He got his hands free and that's all he needs for a shot like that. Top corner. And you see him, he's not as celebratory as Wes Gierking, who picks up the jersey of Nico Berger on the backside and says, it's number 12 who you have to look out for.
Yeah, he's been big in all their games. I think just watch the game footage and know that.
Oh, nice roll by Stefan. and gets it to Spiropoulos. Katagos gets pressured, but gets it to Andoni. Clears it to Janu. Big guy gets it to Brooks on the backside, and I think this will be maybe the second time in the first or in the second half that Greece is going to have a good, solid possession here with Anthony Tsakos getting guarded by Donald Verschuren once more. And this is a big boy matchup. You see both players really leaning into each other and giving them zero space. Hughes with the shot and another save by Ernie Alberts.
Yeah, it was a nice little kick up top. And Ethan Hughes with a big underarm, low to high. But Ernie's read it well, and we remain at 7-3 here.
Here, Donald Verschuren, as we say hello to Christoph Brooks, joining us here in the commentary booth.
Yeah, I think he wants to do an interview, but it's not time for that just yet.
Here we go with Tom Carver. Has time, has room, is going to let it fly. Shoots straight into the stick of Anthony Katagos. And that will give Greece the time to get back on offense here with Spiropoulos. Very strong defender. Been an outstanding long pole so far in this tournament. Here we go with Andoni, who's going to clear it. And it's getting coached by Tsakos. And Tsakos now against Verschuren once more. Definitely one of the best matchups we are seeing today. Tsakos, excellent ball handler, but Verschuren is really giving him a hard time. Tsakos now with the goal for Greece. And,
yeah, it's been kept at bay in that first half, and just over under 6 minutes gone in this half. Anthony Tsakos turns up in a big way, reduces that scoreline to 7-4, and what a finish that is from him on the turn.
Yeah, we see the Donald Verschuren rethinking his choices there a little bit. But it was an excellent dodge from Tsakos. He really turned that corner very quickly, and that's all he needs. Here we go with the face-off for Stefan, who picks it up again. I think he really is doing well in the second half. I think he got all the face-offs almost.
Certainly. It's been a low-scoring half, but an exciting one nonetheless.
Here we go with just over 8 minutes left in this third quarter. And now Tsakos getting guarded by Mayhem Graham. And Beck being guarded by Verschuren. Another switch. Now we're going to see a pick by Stefan. And Tsakos again with the goal. Anthony Tsakos and the flag.
Yeah, really big goal again. Yeah, he's starting to come alive here. We mentioned he's been their biggest point scorer in this tournament. He's just started to get things ticking for his team.
Definitely.
Flag after the goal, so Greece are going to start with it. They're going to have an opportunity on a man up to reduce that deficit to just one.
I think it's a face-off.
Oh, interesting.
See,
interesting.
Players walking back. It's going to be a man-up face for Greece.
Referees keeping me guessing as ever. It's my level 1 qualifications, not
Yeah.
doing justice. It's gone early, and now Greece will have that man-up opportunity.
And surprisingly enough, the Greece player was able to restart while running. So I don't know if I missed that in the referee course, but here we go. With Athanason and the man up for Greece. Janu to Hughes to Tsakos. Back to Hughes to Janu up top. And there's Athanason, gets it to Kodroni. The two high school players there, Athanason and Kodroni. Brooks looking for his teammate. And now pressure by Verschuren, almost gets picked off. Tsakos now with a big dodge again, rolls, gets his hands free and passes it back to Kodroni. Tsakos gonna shoot it, and a great save by Ernie Alberts, getting picked up by Jorik van Nielen. And gets chased by Athanason. gets it to Verschuren, sorry, Alberts. And he's going to take some time. Again, great face dodge by Alberts. Oh, and that's lost by Taco Blom in the air. And just a little bit too much pressure from George Caldroni there.
I've got a flag for a minute.
All right.
I don't really see anything
Again, we're in the dark
wrong with that.
on these
I
referee
think it was for a slash. It must have been.
decisions.
I can't remember which one of the poles it was that had the ball in that bottom corner, but it must have been on him when he had that double team on him. But the Netherlands penalty seems to have been released.
And now the referees confused once more.
So it was a slash for 1 minute. As we say, the Dutch penalty released, so Netherlands get the opportunity to show their man up here.
Yeah, just 5.5 minutes to be played here in the third quarter. Van der Heijden now is quarterbacking this man up. Finds Berger, who really has a good game so far. There we go with Bowman, McDonald, Berger. Finds Bowman, Berger. Van der Heijden to Bovie, Gierkink. He's gonna let it fly, but gets denied by Katagos.
Yeah, another big stop from him there. So the man down, it's massive as his team is on a little bit of a goal run.
And now Andoni drops it off to Ethan Hughes. And there we go. Gets a triple team there, Ethan Hughes, and that's dislocating the ball there, but still gets picked up by Spiropoulos. It's a heads-up play from him. And now Greece still in the penalty box. Paragiudakis with the ball, takes his time. And now he's going to go back to that corner. A little pressure there from Jake Bowman. And then he lobs it to Kontargiris. Back to Katagos, and that makes it even. Penalty release for Greece. Minetti back on the field. Here we go with Paragiudakis, who really likes that offensive half. Wants to take up the ball, wants to stay on the crease. I think now he's playing as a close defender. Here we go.
Progress the ball, the call from the officials there. And they do that now with Hughes.
Hughes getting guarded by Jorik van Niele. Gets it to Caldroni. And Caldroni here. Up against Kenbeek to Janu. Getting guarded by Baselmans. Back to Stefan. Sakos now on the crease for Greece. Taking a little bit less dodging roll on this one. Here we go with Athanason. Little hitch move from him. Here is Christos Brooks. He's gonna go up against Taco Blom. Caldroni loses his feet, but stays in possession. Gets up again and then finds Sakos, and here we have the matchup we've seen all game long. Sakos versus Verschuren, and oh, a nice fake, and shoots wide. He even had time to kind of wave to Verschuren. Very ballsy move.
Made him look a bit silly in the end when he sent that shot wide. Maybe if he was looking at the goal, he got in.
And then nice save by Verschuren, Alberts. Gets picked up by Blom. Oh, and then in the back of the net, Alberts covering the ball, picks it up, and that's a little comical, but it works for the Netherlands, I would say. Here, Donald Verschuren gets it to Paul Blijs. Paul Blijs, who actually has a phobia of bikes. Phobia of bikes. It's very unhandy in the Netherlands.
I was just about to say, there's a few of them kicking around the Netherlands, so wouldn't be the best.
Here we go with Olaf van Niele to Carver. Carver has been quiet so far, but definitely had his runs in offense.
1:30 left on the clock now. I wonder if the Netherlands look to utilise the entirety of this possession.
Unte Samberger against Stefan. Oh, and that's Carver. Carver with the shot and the save by Katagos. And almost gets picked off by Bovi. Here we go with just over a minute left in this third quarter, and we're about to see the clear of the Greek team here with Katagos taking his time up against Hughes, and Hughes has been a dominant factor in this game, clearing the ball, taking shots, scoring goals, and you can see him now, very athletic player, and that's going to be a timeout. Greece.
Good decision from them there. 7-5 on the scoreboard, 44 seconds in the quarter. They want to make sure that they reduce that gap going into that final quarter. They've had some very good attacks.
Yeah.
Both sides have this so far this half, and
definitely we've seen Tsakos going on a little run there, but then also a couple of good saves from Ernie Alberts. So it's really been a battle at I would say this quarter most of the time would be on the defensive half of the Netherlands. Greece offense, I think they really are coming back in this game with only 7-5, 2 goals trailing. What would you say now to, as a Greece head coach, what would you say now against your team?
So 44 seconds left. You want to use the entirety of it. You know, I'd potentially be looking at giving the ball to either Caldroni or Tsakos here. Both players have been quite sharp and good at initiating. I'd say let's hold it for the best part of 30 seconds and then start going with 15 left. The last thing they want to do is turn this ball over, and for the Netherlands, who have had some fantastic shots today, to get one just before the quarter and give them momentum going into the final period. So Greece try and work the last shot, I'd imagine. If they can extend the lead, fantastic. If not, at least they'll stop Netherlands doing so.
So on our left we have all the Dutch fans, and they're really putting up a show this whole tournament already with the boom blast and the oranges, and the Netherlands really could use their help right now in their defensive stance against Greece. Now with Tsakos, with the last 30 seconds, he really is gonna take it to Verschuren. I can only imagine now with it's gonna be Caldroni now with probably maybe the last shot against Kenbeek. Runs by Caldroni. There's a slide from Colin. Good slide. Janu now with the shot, and gets backed up by Brooks.
Caldroni's done really well there to get his hands free and kick it inside.
Here we go, Caldroni again against Willem Kolle. Turns around the corner, and now it's a ground ball. I think might someone enter the crease because it was a whistle and the ball was on the ground. No, actually it's Greece ball with 6 seconds left in his third quarter. Tsakos is going to dodge down. This big guy gets inside, finds his player, and no, Janu, good try behind the back, but
it was a good
attempt. Need some practice on that one.
As I said, though, at least they managed to stop Netherlands going up the other end and extending their lead. That's huge for them, I think. 7-5 going into the final quarter. We'll take a little break and we'll see you in a few.
fourth quarter here, Greece, Netherlands, as the tunes from André Hazes Jr. are blasting over the field. Shout out to André Hazes. And here we go with the face-off.
Yeah, some really enthusiastic singing there. It'd be better if it was in tune, but hey.
Can't have it all. Can't have it all.
Who am I to judge?
Here we go. Muskens tries to pick it up. Can't. Still ground ball. Use now. Nope. And this is some hacking from Kreitz. Muskens now. Oh, gets knocked down. And it's a big hit there right in the middle of the field.
Yeah, Randoni with that one. His team get the first set of possession now.
Get off.
Yeah, not like it hurt that one a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like he's a little rattled there. Just needs to hang on in there for one more quarter. Here we go, Caldroni to Tsakos. He's gonna probably dodge against Verschuren once more. Gets picked up by Kreitz. Hayden Kreitz just graduated this week. Oh, and that's actually a nice little stick check. And now Kreitz again. Tsakos gets in the center of the field, shoots, saved by Albert. There's a lot happening there.
Yeah, it was a good defensive play from Kreitz. Tsakos comes back up with it, and he just sort of walks into the middle of all 6 Dutch defenders. He's a braver man than me. Gets the shot away, but another big stop there from Albert.
And now some time to clear for the Netherlands. There's no clearing clock, so you can take as long as you want. Here with Kreitz with the ball, gets open, and it's gonna pass it down to Aldrik van der Heijden. And it's offside for the Netherlands. It's a
good call from the official on the far side there, and sloppy mistake from the Netherlands that
Ethan Hughes
ball back.
Can run through, but gets picked up by Paul Blijs. Here we go, and that's Luke McDonald against Tsakos. Tsakos really good with that stick and really hold on to that ball, even though he gets a lot of checks, but they're all on the sticks, so nothing there. Caldroni with the shot, and it just goes wide. It was a pretty good look from Tsakos, and a great handle by Caldroni actually. Here Ethan Hughes now up against Paul Blijs with the shorty matchup. No, back to Tsakos. It's again guarded by Donald Verschuren.
Yeah, Caldroni's just come high to get this one now. He likes this dodge.
Here we go. Janu shoots it, and right into the stick. He was already down, Ernie Alberts. Ernie Alberts, the former baseball catcher from Aruba. And he's done an outstanding job in cage for the Netherlands today. Really, I would say the difference maker so far. Here we go. Timon Taco Blom is running away from pressure and gets it to Wes Gierkink. Wes Gierkink, or the little Dutch hamster. Here we go. Aldrik van der Heijden has time and takes time to pass to Berger, to Luke McDonald. To Casper Bovie. Here we go, Berger down the alley. Finds Aldrik van der Heijden. He's going to go against Andoni. Comes around. Looking. Stays in possession. Very patient offense here by the Netherlands. They don't need a goal. They just want to take a really good opportunity. Here we go with McDonald versus Janu. And McDonald can both shoot left and right. He's going to his right, down the alley. He's going to find something inside. Oh, nice twister, but good save by Anthony Katagas.
Yeah, he's just read that well. It's good work from McDonald to get the shot off. He's planted his feet by the crease, but big stop, and Greece get another opportunity to clear it and hopefully get one back here.
McDonald's favorite fast food chain is actually Burger King. I can see the irony in that. Here we go with the Greece offense.
Yeah, not a big Burger King fan myself, but Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
Here we go. Janu gets guarded by Graham Rickhoff. Takels now up against Verschuren. Once more this matchup. We've seen all game long. Takels almost gets doubled with Taco Blom. Takels now finds Koldroni. And no, Athanason with the goal for Greece.
Yeah.
On the backside, I felt like the Dutch were a little tilted to Takels because he's so dangerous, and that opened up the backside for Athanason to get in time or get in room, and he had time and room for that shot.
Certainly, he's done really well to bounce out of that contact. Sakos, and he's just kicked a pitch-perfect pass all the way through, and beautiful step-down shot. Brings us within one here. Great keeper, just getting his fans hyped on the sideline. Tagas, he loved watching that one go in.
Here we go, Wieland Muskens gets a little hold, but yeah. The referees were waiting for a play on there. If Muskens could pick it up, it would be a play on. It was just a technical and with no possession, but Greece came up with the ball, so a whistle, and it's going to be possession for the Netherlands here with Untersonberger. Passes it off to Van Niele. Here we go, Tom Carver. Let's see if he can get some space and room and time for Dutch. Here Untersonberger getting guarded by Paragiudakis. And falls down, trickles down, loses the ball, still gets picked up by Tom Carver. And interference, that's a very questionable call once more from the referees here. I don't think that's the right call.
It's hard to, when you run in, to just completely get out of the way of someone. I don't think he really ran into him as such, so strange, but...
Especially if he was just laying down on the field because he slipped, so if you can't even get up, that's very harsh. Anyway, here we go with possession for Greece here with Koldroni against Kenbeek. Martin Kenbeek lost his beard.
What a move.
Oh, Koldroni with the goal here. Goal, Greece.
We are level. What a move that was from Koldroni. Made the initial split dodge, just soaked the contact, took a step out, and a little slip underneath. What a finish that is from the young attacker. We're all level. And we got a game on our hands. It's a tight game, and with just over 7 minutes to play for here in the fourth quarter. And that's going to be it's going to be an ending which everybody has everybody on their edge of their seats. I would assume so. Everybody at home, also here. In the stands, and a great win by Stefan, shoots and then saved by Alberts, and almost picked off by Koldroni. Verschuren now gets it to Alberts. Yeah, interestingly enough, we said it, Greece earlier on in the tournament lost 2 games to last second goals. They'll be hoping that the same doesn't happen here, but they've mounted a good comeback. Here we go with Just Baselmans up against Jack Minetti, and this is he's getting pressured right away, but he can take some time. Pass it to Aldrik van der Heijden. Aldrik van der Heijden here with the ball, really quarterback of this offense from the Netherlands. Aldrik van der Heijden was banned from the library in San Diego for moving Lord of the Rings books into the history section. I mean, I think that's just a matter of opinion. It's definitely a piece of history in my mind. Back here on top with Berger. Berger down the alley against Minetti. Can he get his hands free once more, because he had already a couple of amazing goals? No, dishes is off to Aldrik van der Heijden. Van der Heijden now against Andoni to Bovi. Carver, no, sorry, Berger to Bowman. And here we go with Luke McDonald with the shorty matchup against Minetti. Van der Heijden. Van der Heijden is going to turn the corner. Is he? Nope. Backs it out. Good defense there. Yeah, good defense. Finds Bovi inside and a goal, Netherlands. Yeah, he's done really well. Just soaking the pressure, just waiting. We just mentioned it. It was really good defense from Andoni. But as soon as he rolled back behind, nice little cut from Bowman on the backside, kicks it in, and it's a great quick stick into the back of the net.
That's a great move. Casper Bovie, one of the best players from the Netherlands, playing for Delft Baron. And Casper Bovie, Arnold Casper Bovie, is actually number 127 in line for the Dutch crown.
Damn. That is a fun fact.
Here we go. Mayhem Graham is pressuring Stefan here, but he dishes it off to Athanas. I'm going to let it fly once more and once more. A goal for Greece. And flags flying. And
that's a great finish. Off the face-off to kick it down quickly. And then a big hit there from, was it Taco with the big hit there?
Yeah, I think he's sitting down already. And it's going to be
Grease ball, I would
Grease
imagine.
ball, yeah.
The referee's giving it to him.
And it is going to be a face-off, I think. Yeah. And
it's good for the Netherlands, that's for sure.
Yep. And here we go with the man down face, Wieland Muskens. And 8-8, 4.5 minutes to play for here in this fourth quarter, in the last game for both of the teams in this European Championship. Stefan coming up, shovels it to Ethan Hughes, and Ethan Hughes going to clear the ball, gets pressured a little bit by Aldrich van der Heijden, but just in time he gets over the midline to Anthony Tsakos once more. And now it's going to be a man up for Greece. Here we got Athanason, just two great goals from him, shooting on that wing side. And here we go, Tsakos to Hughes, to Janu. It's going to
pass out.
Find Caldroni. Back to Janu, to Hughes, to Tsakos. Hughes, Janu, it's gonna little hitch move. It's gonna let fly. Excellent save by Ernie Alberts. And then can the Netherlands pick it up there? That's the big question here. Wieland Muskens picks it up, gets pushed a little in the back, I think, and then keeps it in, and then gets picked up by Ken Beek. He gets away with it. That's a very good play by the Netherlands. And here, Donald Verschuren up with the ball.
And the penalty's been released just as they got possession there.
Here we got Mayhem Graham. Is going to clear the ball and does an excellent job getting the ball off to Aldrich van der Heijden. And here we have Luke McDonald. Coach is screaming. This is a very tense part of the game, I would say. Last 3 minutes, you're all tied up. And
certainly, you want to try and work a goal, but you don't want to waste an opportunity that your opponents can go down and score on, meaning that you're then chasing the game. It's all about taking the right shots at this point and not forcing it too much.
Yeah, we don't need hero plays here, you would say, as a coach, I guess. But you want to take that perfect shot. Enough time, enough patience.
Certainly, if the shot's on, you take it, but equally, you don't need to force it inside.
We go Berger to Bowman with a matchup against Spiropoulos. And little fake there, swim move, back to Berger, who's guarded by Paragiudakis, and takes it out. Has a little bit of more patience now. Pick by Wes Gierkink. Berger to Aldrich van der Heijden. Can he dodge? Can he go above the goal line extended, turn and shoot? Yeah, he can. And a goal, Netherlands! It's good.
Oh, good finish. Nice little turn inside. We've just broke the 2-minute mark, meaning that the clock is stopped. He's done really well to just drive past his defender, plant his feet, turn that corner, stick it in that far pipe.
And we can see the Dutch fans getting some cheers also from the Scottish fans. Very good sportsmanship. And here we go, very important face-off here for the Netherlands and Greece, of course, as well. Here, Jorik van Nielen comes up with it, gets chased by Stefan, And right away, a timeout by the Netherlands.
And you can hear what it means to these Dutch fans now. It's a fantastic face-off. 150 in the quarter. And they'll have an opportunity to just kill a lot of this clock.
Definitely. It was a very big ground ball for Jorik van Nielen. He was very aware of that ball and picked it up very nicely. And just when he crossed the midfield line, great timeout call, I would say, from the Dutch head coach, Tom Thayer, as we said, from the whole Dutch lacrosse community. A shout out to him for all his efforts the last couple of 10 years working for the Dutch national team. He's moving away, unsure about his future with the national team, but definitely a big shout out and a lot of respect to him from the whole Dutch lacrosse community once more. And all the best for him as he moves out of the Netherlands to Switzerland.
Yeah, certainly. It's great to find people that want to give back to the game for so long. Hopefully we'll see him staying in touch and supporting with the other Dutch supporters in future tournaments.
Here we go with Aldrik van der Heijden. He's going to restart and he gets double teamed by Odoni and Spiropoulos right away. Very fast. Spiropoulos is really in a hurry to get that ball back. Can they find the open man? I see Bovie on the backside. Katagas is staying inside his crease, and this is going to be a foot race between the Dutch offense and the Greek defense. Here, Paragurakis is up against Casper Bovie, and over the head check.
Good move.
Yeah, here Luke McDonald, as we are almost at 1 minute mark, and that's it. That's going to be the stall warning. So we can't leave that box that's between the restraining line and the end line. And Bowman now loses it, but it's a ground ball hustle. And also Katagas now, West Schierking comes up with it. And I think another timeout call by the Netherlands.
Good call.
And I see them cheering on there at the sideline.
Certainly, they did really well. They killed just under a minute of that remaining time. I think we saw a similar situation in the Wales game yesterday. Called a timeout with about a minute or so on the clock, 1 goal up. Actually pushed ahead and scored a goal to extend that lead. It's interesting because the face-off has gone both ways throughout this game. Both face-off guys with good runs, so I think the message from the Netherlands coaches is going to be the same. Let's just run the clock out. We've got athletic players this late on in the tournament. It's great to see people with the legs left that they do, but it was good high pressure defense from the Greeks there.
Definitely. So it's going to be interesting if what the Greek defense is gonna be doing. I see Katagas. He's a little confused because I see him on the offensive half of Greece. That's an interesting move there.
Yeah,
I think they're going to go with
they've thrown another pole in, I think.
Yeah. So
oh no, apologies. They've just thrown another shorty. Of course, they could have thrown another pole in if he'd come out of the game.
We see. That's already right away stripped by Paragoudakis.
Who knows? And, maybe Katagas can stay up there and get a winner for them. Goal. No, he's waiting for someone.
Here we go. Ethan Hughes now is going to run it up. And up against Nico Berger. Is he going to take it right away to the cage? No, he takes his time, and that's going to be a timeout for Greece. And
great play there from the Greek defence. Just high pressure, tripled the ball, got it back straight away. And out of a timeout with 50 seconds left. There's 43 seconds left on the clock.
It's the intensity is high here. You can feel it all over the field, not only from the players, but also from the fans here. On our left, the Dutch fans. On our right, the Greece fans. It's going to be tight. Those last 43 seconds. Ernie Alberts has been standing on his head. I think they're going to rely on that, but you don't want to give up an easy shot, of course, as you are the Dutch. And this is really going to make or break the game for Greece here if they can convert this possession, of course, into a goal.
Certainly. Netherlands, obviously, with the advantage, they don't have to press out in the same way the Greeks did, though. Be interested how Nathan Hunt, a defensive coordinator, set his team up here to see this one out.
Definitely. I see Captain Mayhem Graham in there. I see Just Baselmans there. I see Donald Verschuren in there. Donald's great-great-grandfather, actually the inventor of the wooden shoe. And he'll be ready to make his great-great-grandfather proud as he is going to line up against Anthony Tsakos once more. This is really the matchup of the game, I would say. Tsakos with some excellent individual performance up against Donald Verschuren. Here we go. Tsakos on X. And I see... Oh, what is that? They have too many men? No? Yeah, they have too many men. They have 7 guys. They have 7 guys. Greece has 7 guys. And that's a very costly turnover there. Taco Blom here is going to run it up. Oh, loses the ball.
Nice.
And we just have 23 seconds left. And it's going to be Greece ball. And I'm very interested because I
don't know how they managed that.
Yeah.
The timeout. You can't be that unaware.
Here we go. George Caldroni, very shifty move. He's gonna, almost slips, gets guarded by Jorik van Nielen. And we just have 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left in this fourth quarter. And it's gonna be used, drops it, gets deflected by Ken Beek, and now it's a ground ball hustle. Hughes can still pick it up, and that's gonna be it. Netherlands wins by 1. And that makes it the 9th place for the Netherlands. And you see the excitement from the whole team. Greece is going to really rethink their last possession, I would believe, there.
Yeah, it's frustrating for them. They were a very formidable opponent. It was a great game. Obviously, they've got a very young side, the Greeks, so this isn't the end for them. I'm sure they're going to bounce back and come that World Championships be 2027, wherever it may be, they'll definitely be a team to watch. But for now, 9-8 final score to the Netherlands. I've been Fraser Hunter.
My name is Ingmar Kliembanning, so that makes Greece 10th in this European Championships, Netherlands 9th. And my name is, again, Ingmar Kliembanning. I want to thank everyone. I also want to thank the fans at home. And please hang on for the post-match interviews later on this live stream. Thank you very much.
Commercial break! We've been really busy over the past 2 years developing our very own women's lacrosse stick.
We are really, really proud of it. So stop by the shop. We would love to tell you more about it.
Good Stick Co. Come get a stick. Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high-quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world. Our philosophy on pricing is quite simple. By removing all these different logistics and these middlemen in the manufacturing process of lacrosse sticks, we can pass those savings on to you. We can make these quality lacrosse sticks affordable for more people.
We honor our indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.